Hi everyone, my name is Marigold, and today I'm presenting on culturally sensitive research projects about education toward transitions of persons with disability in Ghana, and I'm doing this presentation with Dr. Efua Mantey. The transition from tertiary education into the labor market remains a critical and often difficult stage of persons with disabilities in Ghana, who constitute 8% of the country's population. Many graduates with disabilities, when they complete education, find it difficult to gain employment. These challenges are shaped by structural constraints and deeply rooted societal attitudes, assumptions about disability, productivity, and competence, which is further entrained by poor implementation of policies. The study sought to explore and understand how persons with disabilities experience this transitioning and to understand the educational and lived trajectories, identify societal, political, institutional factors that influence outcomes, and also examine their personal and collective agency. The project adopted a multi-method qualitative design with a strong decolonial orientation. We began with a desk review to examine the life course theory, which served as our framework, and also its relevance in understanding education toward transitions, especially in the context of Ghana. Building on the desk review, we use empirical data collected through two qualitative designs. The first is narrative interview with 10 graduates with disabilities. The second is 6 focus group discussion with 68 students who were about to complete either were seniors or junior or third years. We recruited participants through a combination of purposive and snowballing sampling to ensure diverse disability experiences and academic backgrounds. We use Baird and Clark's 6-step thematic analysis. The narrative interviews were coded with NVivo, and the focus group data were manually coded and organized in Excel. The use of the software assistant coding with the manual coded help with careful comparisons across data sources. We also organized dissemination workshop, which served as a participatory member check-in, and this workshop brought together students and graduates with disabilities, as well as educators, employees, and policymakers to validate our findings and collaboratively develop recommendations. The findings highlighted that education toward transitions of persons with disability in Ghana are shaped by complex interaction of personal agency, collective support, and structural constraints. While participants demonstrated resilience, creativity, coping, and determination, this could be undermined and sometimes was undermined by existing inaccessible environment, discriminatory attitudes, and weak policy enforcement. The study underscores the importance of culturally grounded and participatory research approaches that center the voices of persons with disabilities rather than just speaking for them. It also highlighted the need to move beyond policy presence to actual practice. In conclusion, the research calls for strengthening enforcement of disability laws and policies, greater institutional accountability within university places, and sustained collaboration among higher educational institutions, communal networks, employees, and disability organizations. Thank you very much, and I would like to hear from you about your comments and the questions that you have.